Good evening, guys. Let us solve some syllogism problems. These are bank PO problems only, Bank of Baroda. Some stars are moons. Great. All moons are planets. No planet is universe. Very good. So first we have to draw the diagram, Venn diagram, right? Some stars are moons. These are stars. These are moons, right? All moons are planets. All moons are planets. No planet is universe. Right. So there has to be no intersection between universe and planet. So universe can be here, universe can be here, universe can be anywhere, right? All moons being stars is a possibility. Then, so first one is stars and moons, second one is moons and planets, third one is planets and universe. All moons being stars is a possibility. Is we are saying some stars are moons, some stars are moons. If all moons being stars is a possibility, this is a possibility, right? When he is saying about possibility question, we just we just need to prove this existence. Is there any possibility? So he is saying something like this. All moons being stars is a possibility or not? Yes, it is a possibility because some stars are moons. That is the only question, that is the only statement that is given. Some stars are moons. In this case also, some stars will be moons. Other stars are not moons. So only these many stars are moons. Rest all stars. Rest all stars. These are still not moons. Right? We can always draw this diagram, right? This becomes moons. This becomes stars. We don't necessarily need to draw it like this. Right. So all moons being stars is actually a possibility. We can draw this condition like this. Right? Next. So this is correct only. This possibility is actually there. We can draw the diagram like this. No universe is a star. No universe is a star. So this is a statement. Right. This is not a possibility statement. This is not a maybe statement. This is an affirmative, confirmative statement. No universe is a star. He is saying, what is the statement he is trying to say? No universe is a star. So, even if you say, if at least there is some universe which is a star, if you are able to prove this existence, right? If there is at least some universe which is a star, then we can disprove this statement. No universe is a star. We should look for this kind of structure. If there is some universe which is a star, that is equal to saying this statement is wrong. No universe is a star, he is saying. No universe is a star. But then we are saying if there is at least one universe which is a star, that means this statement is wrong. Now let's try to create this structure. Is there any universe? Can we draw this diagram? Yes, we can draw this, right? Because we are saying stars are moons, some stars are moons, all moons are planets, no planet is universe. Universe can be here or universe can be here also. So we can draw a diagram so that there at least there is one universe which can be a star, right? No universe is a star, so that means this statement is wrong. This statement is wrong because there is a possibility that at least one universe, there is a possibility that an universe can be a star also. Right. Here the statement no universe is star means at any cost. There cannot be any universe which is a star at any cost. This means that no universe is this is kind of authoritative statement. No universe is star means whatever happens, an universe, there cannot be in any single universe which is a star. But here in this case, that is not the possibility. We can draw a possibility like this that some universes can be stars. Right. So the statement is wrong. Next. At least some planets are stars. So at least some planets. Again, this is not a possibility. At least some planets are stars. Here is saying, he is making some statement. To disprove this, what we have to say? If we have to disprove this, we can say there is no planet which is a star. Right. There is no planet which is a star. If you have to disprove this, it is saying all the time there must be some planets which are stars, at least some planets. At any point, if you take, there must be some planet which is actually a star, at least some planet at any point. There could be more planets, there could be less planets, there could be all planets which could be stars, but he's saying at least there would be one planet which would be a star at all the time. Now, if we say there is some time where there is a time where no planet is a star, if we are able to draw this diagram, then that means we can disprove this. Right, let's try to draw this diagram. Is this possible? Now, All some stars are moons. Some stars are moons. Right. All moons are planets. All moons are planets means this part, whatever the combination of star and moon, whichever stars and moons together, that will always be within this P, within this planet, right? There is no way we can remove this part out of P, because there will always be some part. Some stars are given moons, and all moons are planets. That means some stars are planets. Whatever you do, we cannot remove those stars out of these planets. Right. So there will always be some intersection. So this diagram is clearly not possible. So at least some planets are stars. We are not able to disprove this. That means this is right only. No moon is universe. No moon is universe. What does that mean? At any point, there cannot be no moon is universe. He's saying there cannot be any case where even a single moon can become universe. This is universe, this is moon. If you are able to draw this diagram at at any point, if we are able to free, say at some point there is a moon that is an universe. Not he's saying at any point, whichever case you take, a moon cannot be universe. No moon is universe. Whatever time, whatever combination you take, a moon cannot be inverse. Now, if you try to disprove this, what you have to show? We have to show in this combination there is exists a moon that is actually universe. We have to draw this kind of diagram. Is it possible? It is not possible because all moons are planets. Right? All moons are planets, and no planet is universe. No planet is universe. There is no intersection between planet and universe. Planet and universe. There is no intersection. There is no intersection. Now, the moon is subset of planets only. Moon is subset of planet only. So there is no way one moon can become universe, because the moon has to be a planet, and the planet and universe, they don't intersect. Right? No moon is universe. That's why we are not able to disprove this. So this statement is also right. Next question. All sticks are plants. Right? All sticks. These are sticks. These are plants. All plants are insects. These are insects. All insects are amphibians. These are amphibians. This is a good problem, easy problem. Right? All sticks are plants. All sticks are staying in plants. All plants are insects. All insects are amphibians. At least some amphibians are plants. He's saying at least some amphibians are plants. Yes, this is true, right? This is true because this part will always be within this part, whatever. This part will always be within the bigger A circle, right? This part is also amphibians only. So some amphibians will always be plants only. To disprove this, what we have to try to say? At least some amphibians are plants. At least some amphibians. There will always be some amphibians which are plants. So to disprove this, what we have to say? There should be a condition where no amphibian is a plant. Right? No amphibian. If we are able to, he's saying all the time there would be some amphibians which are plants. But if you are able to disprove this, what we have to say, there is a time or there is a state in which this case exists where all the amphibians, none of the amphibians is a plant, which is clearly not possible because all plants is actually will always be subset of amphibians, and that's why, and within amphibians, this is a big amphibian circle, there will always be some area which are plants. So at least some amphibians. This is also amphibians, right? This part of amphibians will always be plants. Right. So this is right. All sticks are insects. Yes. All sticks are plants. All plants are insects. So all sticks are insects. Right. So to disprove this, what you have to say? There has to be some stick which is not an insect. Right. To prove this, we have to prove something like this, that there has to be some stick which is not an insect, which is not possible because all all sticks are planets and all planets are insects. We cannot draw this diagram. Like stick is always subset of insects. Stick always has to be an insect. So this is also right. Next, all amphibians are sticks. All amphibians are sticks. Is it possible? Hmm. All amphibians are sticks. What does it mean? That means he's saying all the times amphibians should be subset of sticks. Right. He's saying all amphibians are sticks means all the time the amphibians should be subset of sticks. There cannot be any single case where one amphibian cannot become a stick. If you are able to prove this state, right? There is some amphibian which is not a stick, that means you are disproving this. Right. All amphibians are sticks means always all the amphibians should be sticks. But if there is a case, there is a single amphibian which is not a stick, then that means this statement is wrong. But amphibians are always bigger than sticks. Stick is a subset of amphibian. Amphibian is not a subset of stick. Right. Amphibians, all this entire area. This entire area are not sticks only. So all amphibians are sticks is clearly not possible. All plants are amphibians. All plants are actually subset of amphibians. So all plants are amphibians is a correct statement. Right. Next. All apartments are huts. Okay. These are apartments and these are huts. No hut is a building. So that means this is a building. No hut. There is no intersection between hut and building. All buildings are cottages. These are cottages. Right. Now, these are cottages. Now, these cottages, huts cannot be buildings, right? But cottages can be huts like this, right? Cottages can be huts like this. Cottages can be like this also, right? So, because there is nothing that is stopping like this. All apartments are huts. All apartments are huts. No hut is a building. Hut and building, there is no intersection. All buildings are cottages. All buildings are actually cottages. Now, cottages can be really big. Cottages can have some of the huts or some of the apartments or all of the apartments and huts. Right. No cottage is an apartment. No cottage is an apartment. He is saying no cottage is an apartment since at any cost, a cottage cannot be an apartment. Whatever you do, there cannot be a single apartment or there cannot be a single cottage which is an apartment. Whatever you do, this means that no cottage is an apartment. Is an apartment is an affirmative statement. Is saying whatever you do, a cottage you cannot find a cottage which is an apartment, but it is not possible because cottage is actually really big. We can draw the cottage like this, and we can find some apartments which are cottages. So this is wrong. Some cottages are apartments. Right. So what does it mean? It's saying whatever you do, there will always be some cottages which are apartments. Right. See, read the statement correctly. Some cottages are apartments means there will always be some cottages which are apartments. Right. And whatever you do, there you will always find some cottage which is an apartment. But that is not necessarily true. We can draw the cottage like this, where none of the cottage is an apartment. We can draw like this, right? Where the cottage is a smaller circle, the cottage is a smaller circle like this, then there is no cottage which is an apartment. So this is also wrong. But the tricky thing is either this will happen or this will happen. Right. So either no cottage is an apartment. So this is apartment and this is cottage. Right. Either it will happen, right? Either this will happen or one of this will happen. Right? Either this will happen, either this will happen, either a cottage and apartment, there must be no intersection, or there must be some intersection, right? There are only two possibilities between apartments and cottages. Either this will happen where there is no intersection between apartments and cottages, or there is some intersection. Intersection again can be of two types, where the entire apartments is in cottage, or entire apartment is in cottage, or some of the apartments is in cottage. So some cottages are apartments. That is the second number statement is this. Right. And first statement is this. Right. No cottage is an apartment means we'll put it like this. Some cottages are apartments means either this or this. Right. In fact, the other one also, some cottages are apartments is like this. Some are apartments, some are not apartments. So we can draw it like this also. Some are apartments, some are not apartments. Here also, some are apartments. This part are apartments. Remaining are non-apartments. So, but if you see overall, either this will happen or this will happen. This side one or two will happen. It cannot happen that both will not happen, because either there will be intersection or there will not be intersection. So if you see, either one or true will definitely be true. Both are independently wrong, but together, if this is wrong, then this is right. If this is wrong, then this is right. So the answer will become, the answer is little tricky. So what are the conditions? If either conclusion one or two follows. If either means either one or two follows, not necessarily both. Right. Here in this case, here in this case, this is the answer, right? If one follows, then two will not follow. If two follows, if two is correct, then one is not correct. If one is correct, then two is not correct. So in this case, that is the correct answer. Right. Next. No apartment is a cottage. No apartment is a cottage. If you are able to prove at least there is one apartment at some point which is a cottage, then this statement is wrong. Yes, in this structure, there can be an apartment which is actually a cottage, so this is wrong. Some buildings being apartments is a possibility. Some buildings being apartments. What is saying? If you are able to draw something like this, at least there is some building which is an apartment, then the statement, we can prove this is a possibility, is a possible statement. So we have to draw like this. If we are able to draw this diagram, then this is fine. We can say this is correct. This is a possibility. But here, no hut is a building. So there cannot be any intersection between hut and building. So obviously there cannot be any intersection between apartment and building also. So this kind of intersection is clearly not possible. So this possibility is not even there. Right. Some cottages being apartments is a possibility. Some cottages. Some cottages being apartments is a possibility. Yes. At some point it can happen, right? If we draw the circle like this, is a possibility statement. Possibility statement, we don't need to disprove anything. Possibility statement, if you are able to say this is apartment, this is cottage, if you are able to prove this, prove some existence, that is also fine. Right. In this case, we can actually be sure that this kind of existence can be possible. Existence can be possible. So we can say this is a possibility. No cottage is a hut. No cottage is a hut. So what he is saying, cottage and hut, whatever you do, there cannot be any single cottage which is a hut. This is what he is saying. If you are able to show, there can be a case where at least one cottage can be a hut. One cottage can be a hut. If we are able to show this kind of diagram where there is a case where one cottage is a hut. Here he is saying, whatever you do, there is no cottage which can become a hut. But if we are able to show that there is a case where a cottage can become a hut, we can actually disprove this. So in this case, this kind of cottage, in fact, this case, or this case, or this case, all these three cases, there are a lot of cottages which can actually be huts. There are a lot of huts which can be cottages. So this statement is wrong. Is because we are able to show a lot of cottages that are huts. Right. Hope you understood these problems. If any questions, please comment. Thank you guys. Bye bye.